you could feel like it's like my main thing at work and stuff like that. No titles no more. The ego, the death of an ego is a big thing when you get to a certain age, and you get to that point where you're like, your character should hold more weight than your title. When you walk in a room and you say, I'm the chef or I'm the boss, it's like, oh, you got to tell me that?
Yeah.
I should know that as when you walk in the room.
Yep.
It's like, you know how to respect any man when they walk in the room, stand up, shake their hand. But, there's certain people, you get that vibe, that energy. And it's like, when you can tap into that stuff, like, you don't even got to talk to some people. You just know.
Yep.
And like, wait, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I know you know. You know what I mean?
For sure. When you know, that's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, either you got it or you don't, too. There's some people, I try to, like, talk to and have a conversation on a higher level, and just sometimes it's not worth my time. And that's okay. They're not ready. And that comes with age, I think, a lot of the times, too.
It really does. I as you know, we've kind of talked about this, the shit that I've kind of been going through, and happens. It's environmental, it's age, it's you gotta be open to it. That's like you said, bro. And if you're not, then man, you live in a one-dimensional life. I can respect that. The fourth D.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
I've been down with double D's for a long time, so you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think some mushrooms kind of have helped me tap into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That mycelium magic.
Yeah, there's something about that. Something about that. Especially now working with plants and soil so much, just dedicated my life to it. You can't help but really get into it and educate yourself more and more. I'm gonna be learning to the day, I'm gone. So it's been a good trip.
Yeah.
It's been a good trip.
So, when you use mushrooms, right? Is it like a little bit or like a lot? Like how do you evaluate the usage and like understand it? Pretend I'm stupid, right? And I'm like, hey, bro, I want to like get on the 4th D.
Yeah, I think when you're young, you go through that. You've been told your whole life it's a drug. It's it's banned. It's illegal. So you're like, okay, and then you got the bad trip stories, and you're like, oh no, I'm never doing that in my life.
Right.
And you're like, no, you do a little bit. Enjoy it. Everything has kind of got a good purpose if you don't indulge and you don't abuse. If you know how to use something properly. And plant medicine especially too, if you go down that road, everything was put here for a reason. You just got to figure it out and not, turn it into a drug, not abuse it. And
right.
That's kind of the issue.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where I'm trying to plan a trip to Peru and plant medicine retreat and spiritual retreat.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm at
What's
that point
in
in
Peru?
my life. Shamans, ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah. I'm not.
I've watched some ayahuasca stuff before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, I've seen everything so far. So I'm like, all right, what else? I'm running. I wouldn't say running out of time, but I feel like I wasted so much now that I'm trying to get everything done at this age. I'm like, go, 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 go. But I'm also trying to find that balance. And, right now it's like just really trying to enjoy life, every little bit of it. And
yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now, man. I'm trying to get a couple people that I feel would have a good time with it to go with me. And I got good reception from it. I got some people that are like, all right, let's do this.
That's good, man.
So, yeah.
I as a spiritual journey has started for me recently, and I've been sober for like 11 years. The only thing I've used is cannabis.
Yeah.
And occasionally I'll have a couple beers or whatever, but alcohol has never been my vice. I don't even really like alcohol. It's more of a casual thing that I'll do, or if I can't smoke, I'm gonna have a beer. Unfortunately, that's like my justifiable answer. It's like probably not acceptable, but it happens way less than I fucking even consider like it's reality. So, with that being said, on this journey, I don't want to change everything in my whole shit. I want to go through all these thoughts like without something else, so that I can dig deeper down. I've always been. I was even saying to my wife, like, I should probably like slow down on weed or even like detox myself so that I can go through all this kind of shit like completely sober, like caffeine free, like sugar free, like go through this whole like reality of like a complete deep detox, and then evaluate my situation, whatever the thing is that I'm questioning, and then spend a year kind of just learning and digesting and learning about ayahuasca, learning about mushrooms, learning about LSD, learning about all these other medicinal plants that can be used for treatments and mushroom. You know, like there's what was there? There's a freaking frog you can use. They were saying,
the toad.
Yeah. So like, I don't want to just jump at shit because of my drug addiction. I don't want to get wrapped up in it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Educate yourself.
Yeah, and I want to also understand what these gods are, or these emotions, or like these symbols. And I don't want to go into this and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking rage and just deal with some shit. Like, I don't even know what I'm dealing with right now. You know, like I have some things, and who the fuck doesn't? But you know, I respect the fact that you are on that journey. You know, and dude, we like when we're young are, dude, we're in this crazy mindset of like dealing with our hormones, dealing with like the reality around us, and like we're trying to fucking search and we're trying to figure shit out, and we rage hard.
Yep.
You know, like what was it like growing up for you as a kid? Like tell me about when you're like, you know, just coming up and you're starting to remember shit. Like you're little, like you got brothers and sisters, mom, dad. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, no, man. I grew up little sister, parents together, just since like what? I mean, they met at 16, married, had us young. Big Italian family. It's been good. It's been a good ride. Grandparents great. A bunch of cousins. I mean, sometimes I felt like, yo, I don't even need friends. I have so many cousins. These are my best friends. You know, that's how tight we are. We still get together every other week if we can, like 14 of us. You know,
that's in Maine.
Yeah. Portland. I was born and raised, and moved out to Wyndham. My parents built a house out here in Wyndham, and it was a good run. And
so you're Italian family, right?
Yeah.
Ham and American cheese are on Italian sandwiches in Maine.
Yeah.
Is that how your family works, or do they get upset about this shit?
Yeah, there's always pasta, raviolis. You know, we had ravioli making like events.
Okay, now tell me about a ravioli event.
You get out the rollers, somebody do the dough, somebody do the sauce, you know, somebody do the filling. Everything. Before Christmas Eve was always our big thing. Christmas Eve we did cheese raviolis, you know, meat raviolis, all kinds of, you know, just Italian heritage stuff from old recipes on little cards that my grandparents had from like
the little dirty ass index cards, the yellow ones. Like, they're white, but they're yellow because they're so old. There's some flour on them.
These recipes came from Italy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we were proud, very proud. Still am very proud of my last name, Asali, and you know, just being proud of that whole thing and keeping it going. Now that my grandparents are gone, we're all still trying to keep this traditions going with our kids, and it's been nice. Yeah, I got a good family.
Yeah.
If you make sure your voice is going through it, it'll pick it up.
Gotcha.
So I'm Italian, German. I got all kinds of shit in me. But
yeah, I'm a mix too. That's just we were very proud to you know, say all that.
That's
stuff.
the one.
Yeah.
That's the one you stuck with.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, like Christmas Eve, like you said that, like my family would do peppers and onions and sausage grinders. Everybody gets around, they have the sauce, like and I try to do that now with my family.
Yeah.
And like everybody looks at me like that. I'm not eating your fucking sausage. Like can we open a present now?
Right. Yeah, no, I think I was like 15 years old, and on my mother's side, my grandfather, he filled my Christmas stocking with tenderloin steaks, filet mignon, and nice stuff. And I'm like, what's going on over here? And he's like, I want you to appreciate like the finer things in cooking and all that stuff. And I didn't know I was going to be in the kitchen one day, really.
You think he knew?
Doing this. He must have knew something.
Yeah.
I lost him a little early, so I didn't get to work with him. But yeah, he was kind of like a supervisor, chef over at DeMillo's Floating Restaurant.
Yeah.
Wonderful family.
Love that place.
My godfather's actually.
Hold on, ready? When you shout out somebody, shout out to DeMillo's.
Yeah, DeMillo's. Tony DeMillo, my godfather. Another one I just got to recently work with. Did a little. I took a job over there a couple years ago, helping out in the kitchen with my cousin and my aunt and my godfather Tony at Bruno's, and another Italian family. It was a fun ride over there. Good people, Napolitanos and all them. They're good people. So yeah, we had a good ride over there, and then I went down to Boone's Fish House and started. I don't know, really taking on this chef life thing, doing like 50, 60 hours, and
Wow.
starting seeing the checks. I was getting some good money down there. So I kept it going at 70 hours a week, and just saving my money, being disciplined, disappeared from the world. And by the end of it, I was on the menu. I'm sous chef, and
Cool.
took it serious. So, I know my grandparents would be proud of that. Really taking, from both sides of my family, taking that, something that everybody did was in the kitchens and chefs and all that. And yeah, made it work. Got a good career out of it, and it kind of led me into what I'm doing now, just really focusing on cultivating and doing this living soil. I don't really want to say I wouldn't do it any other way, but it feels so good doing it, organic living soil, and the way I'm doing it. I just happy I educated myself and figured this out and didn't let anybody, steer me away from it. Because I had a lot of people say it wasn't a good idea, but it just all came naturally, Yeah, it just feels good. Everything just came naturally.
When did you first experience cannabis?
13.
13.
Yeah, probably like 1998, something like that.
Paint the picture. You're in somebody's car. You're
Yeah,
with the family. What are you doing?
Junior high,
Junior high.
me and the homies.
Sunny out. The winter.
Yeah, me and the homies. I think my cousin from Portland came up. He had that brick,
Okay. The shit with the seeds in
We
it.
broke the brick,
Brown as fuck.
shoveled the seeds out of
Yep.
it, rolled the joint.
Yep.
High, so high.
Brain damage.
Loved life. And the silly me, I started making a journal of every day I
Wow.
got high.
No shit.
It was like every day that month, right? And my mom found it.
Evidence now.
Yeah, what is this?
Went from a journal to an evidence file.
They tried to discipline me, obviously. Good parents. And
They didn't
That's it.
smoke.
that's what I said. I said, you smoke?
Oh shit.
And they're like,
You called them out.
yeah,
I don't blame you.
yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
Fucking hypocrites.
So that kind of was a good thing, because by like 15 years old, I was, rest in peace to my father. He might have given me a half ounce for my birthday, and was like, here you go. And that's how I took it down to my room. I weighed it up. I'm like, this is only 3/8. You take something out of my half ounce?
Dad pinched your birthday
He pinched
present.
my bag.
A motherfucker.
God love him.
He needed some weed.
Yeah, he did. He said, I got this for both of us.
He's up there fucking smoking every strain he can get his hands on now, dude.
Yeah. He's the real Uncle Andy.
He's the real Uncle Andy.
Yeah.
That was my next question. How did Uncle Andy come out?
Hey, man, he's the real Uncle Andy for sure. Like I said, my cousins, right? I got so many of them. We used to get together for Christmas Eve, wherever. Where's Uncle Andy? I'm like, what do you mean? Let's hang out. Well, yeah, but where's your dad? Where's Uncle Andy at? Because everybody got that uncle that's like, all right, he drinks, he this, he that. My dad wanted to go smoke a joint. So everybody's like, yo, Uncle Andy might come with the joint,
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. But he just always had that vibe. It was that thing where I knew that every time I was with my father at one of my family events, it was like Uncle Andy. And yeah, that's how that came about. A lot of people think it's just because my name's Andy. And, I went through like an identity crisis or something. I think I was like, the chef. I was Andrew down in Portland. I went back down. I was a little older. I said, I'm not Andy anymore. I think it came with age.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm Andrew.
Yeah.
And then some people, they're just like, I don't know you as Andrew. I know you as Andy. And then I kind of identified how long you've known me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you, so... Yeah, it's kind of funny how we got the same name, so it kind of all worked out that way.
Somebody walks up, they haven't met you on the street, and they know you from Instagram or the show. How should they say hi to you?
Man, I'd probably say hi to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's somebody even in my circle. If I can, there's a reason.
So they say, yo, Andy.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hit him up, Andrew.
Yeah.
Buddy's Uncle Andy's Pharmacy.
Yeah, I'm Uncle. You can call me whatever you want now. See, I'm not. I don't have an identity crisis. I'm at that age now where like I said, I told you a couple of times, the death of an ego is a big thing. And
Dude.
I used to care about what I looked like and care about what I drove and and how much money I had and all that. Now I'm just like, I'm trying to get money to fall back and just be with my family. I don't want to be out anymore. I mean, I want to enjoy life. I want to have fun, but my family's my purpose right now, setting them up. That's why I'm working so hard. You know, I did a lot of partying growing up.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, a lot of partying. So drinking was my thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, just a couple of years ago, 2020. See, I forget the days. It used to be like I knew how many hours it was since I had a drink. So 2020, I just gave it up.
Fucking 2 years, buddy.
I just said, now I'm done.
About to tap in on 3.
I said, I got a daughter I got to take care of, and I got a family to take care of. I'm like, what am I doing every weekend just partying, and what am I celebrating? I don't own a house yet. There was goals that I really needed to accomplish as a man, and lost my father. So I was like, all right. I realized you never know how much time you got left. You know, you can't get the past back, and you don't know how much time you have left.
Preach, brother.
So I'm just like, let's go, and just started checking off every checklist after I put the drink down and just said, let's go. And I went back to the chef life and became a kitchen manager. Took it easy, do that in the daytime. Really just get that salary. A lot of people don't realize, get your credit up and save your money, man, because you never know. Like one setback, you never really till you're sitting really comfy. So I'm just on go mode right now. So
good for you.
I do the chef life stuff in the morning. Down in the old port, real busy. And then get out of there, go right to the gardens, check the flower rooms, the veg rooms, the clones, make sure everything's good. But that's at the comfort of my own home on my property.
Yeah.
Got a nice little layout, so get to be with my family a lot.
That's good.
Just trying to find that balance now and slow down and, before I expand or what's next. Right now I'm just trying to enjoy life and soak it all in.
Is there a next? Or is the next a step back?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I like everything happen naturally. It'll just happen. I'm not trying to force anything. Even, talking to you, it all came naturally. Everything, I was just growing, to grow.
Yeah.
I was just having fun. I was learning. There's just so many harvests I had that I didn't even want people to see to get to where I'm at now. Like, I didn't even smoke some of my stuff years ago. I was like, this isn't going to work.
Right.
And then once you educate yourself and you really get this nailed in and dialed in, like they say, it's really just a passion will come out and the reason why you're doing it. I'm not here to make money. I make money. I'm not, never wanted to even sell it to dispensaries. Now I'm in a game where it's like, get your caregiver's license and do it the right way. Pay your taxes, do it the right way, and that's what I'm doing right now because I don't want to go to jail.
Amen, brother.
You know what I mean? So it's like, kind of had to come out of the shadows and really take this serious. And now it's kind of getting to a point where can't keep up with demand. Are you gonna expand? And I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna enjoy this, and that's where I'm at in my life, So
it's good to find that peace. I can definitely say that when I met you for the first time, that's kind of that was like my early introduction to like no-till farming. It was like right in the winter time, and I just started no-till at my own personal property, and you came in. You're like, I want to give you some samples, and like we were just chatting back and forth. I missed you one day, I think, or something. We were having a hard time getting together, and then I met you, and I was like, holy fuck! I said to my wife, I said, this dude's he's on fire, dude. Like he's ready to go. He's like, he's so aware of what he wants to be in the industry. He's not going to let anybody else deter it, because what you said to me in that conversation was like, look, I got buddies who are busting my balls and saying, why would you ever do that? That's so stupid. And he goes, but then I meet you and you're like, yeah, I'm doing the same shit. I'm learning too, dude. And it's when you get to share that moment with another person that's passionate about the same thing as you make a connection. And we don't have a lot of people in our store, other farmers and stuff, but you're probably the only one right now that we do carry, because I think people feel your love for your plants through your medicine. And when they smoke it, they come back and say, oh, that was really good. What else? What other flavors does he have? And the passion that you put into food, the passion that you put into your medicine, plants, the people that you meet, it spills out of you, brother.
It does.
So, like, congratulations. Like, thank you for, like, I don't even know what to say to you, bro. You came over for dinner, right? You brought your, you have a beautiful family. Like, thank God your daughter looks like your wife. She's such a little tiny peanut. Like, your family is amazing, dude.
Thank
like, the love that you share for them, you can see it, like, reciprocate. These kids, like, your daughter's still free. Your wife's not, like, in this pressurized system. Like, you can just tell that every aspect of your life you really care about, and it's inspiring, dude, for a guy that's looking for, learning about this stuff. And you got 2 years of sobriety, and, like, bravo.
Thank you.
Alcohol is, like, the hardest drug you can quit, in my opinion, next to, like, Oxycontins or, like, things like that. Like, it's all tough shit to get rid of if you're in a loop. Cigarettes, all these things.
It took a lot of in the mindset. You got to really have that mindset, and you got to want it, man. You got to want it. Thank you very much, because I appreciate that. Same to you. We had like I said, the energy, the connection we had when we walked in your home, and it just felt good. It was felt like home. We actually I can't even tell you. I really want you to come over to my home. And,
we're coming, dude. I mean? You're
like,
chefing it up for me, because look at this.
We're gonna be best friends now.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, for sure.
What do we get? What is your favorite thing to chef, dude? Tell me. Okay, you got unlimited resources.
I mean, one of our biggest things, and I gotta say, it's exciting every time, is stuffed lobster.
You like a stuffed lobster?
Yeah.
What do you stuff the shell? Tell people how you do this.
I mean,
come on. I'm from Maine. I know what a stuffed lobster is, but these people
it's graphic.
It is. So, okay.
You got to kill the lobster. You got to crack them open. You got to wash them out. You got to stuff them.
Yeah.
You got to put
poor lobster
in the oven, 450.
You don't even cook them?
Minutes. It cooks in the oven.
That's it. So you kill a fucker.
Yeah, you got to,
God rest in peace.
Maine.
It is Maine.
Steamed lobsters. You know how many lobsters we sell a day?
Mass murdering of lobsters.
Hundreds. That's what the aliens are going to do with us when they come down here.
Here we go. Tell me about the aliens.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying that's what they're going to do to us.
I don't know, but they're coming. They're going to eat us like fucking lobsters.
They're coming. We have no clue.
They're going to eat fat ones like me first, so you're good, dude.
Yeah. The world's waking up. Stuff's been going on for a long time.
For sure.
Now the access to the internet, everybody's sharing information. Everybody's waking up. We've had, we all sat down for a minute. Everybody, I had to get a business going. I had to get things going. It didn't stop me. I just kept going. Some people sat down, and I think, I don't know, we're at a different point of life. Like, it's never going to be the same. Never.
Has it ever been the same, though?
No, it just keeps
it going.
Yeah.
It's scary if you think about that shit.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, right? Like, we had, like, one gaming system. Like, like 3 types of juice.
Yeah.
Like, maybe. And half of that shit was in a powder form.
My kids are on the Oculus virtual reality. It scares me.
What's coming, bro?
I don't know. I hope we figure it out. I don't want to think negative.
What does that mean for you?
What is that?
When you say, I hope we figure it out, like, what does we figure it out mean to you? I know what it means to me.
I used to think if I couldn't change it, so just adapt, right? And no, I think everybody I come in contact with now is kind of like, okay, now they understand where my head's at, and they take a little piece of that with them. And if I can do that to everybody I'm with every day, it's a lot of people.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you're influencing. You're trying to.
I'm doing my best. I'm life coaching people right now. I'm sponsoring people.
Yeah.
I'm not like trying to.
So that's part of. Are you working the AA system?
No. That's not my thing. I believe in it. It's helped a lot of people I know in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that. I just did it for me.
Yeah.
I woke up one day and said I got to do it.
Yeah.
I looked in my daughter's eyes and I knew it. I said, I ain't doing this no more. Yep. I can, provide a better life. My family lives a really good life right now. And it's working my butt off, man, to be a better man, better person. Just real positive, I believe in karma. I lived in some of my own karma, and I feel like my slate's clean. So I don't even, I don't want to litter.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything. I just want to be a good person, and, that's it. Like, tell people Tell people how you feel about them now instead of at like their funeral.
Yeah.
Like, if you were gonna say it at my funeral, you should tell me now, because I'd rather hear that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of how I live my life. Just let everybody know I love them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not afraid to say I love you. You know,
It's powerful words, man. People sometimes people take that shit for granted, and like it's a hard thing to say your feelings. If you do truly care about someone, then you do love them, and you know it's like, oh well, it's so associated with like all these other things, you know, and it's just saying that's the purest emotion, the purest that I can celebrate with you, that I truly, we have this connection. It's like, you say the word brotherhood, you can say the word, you know, we have this connection, but like love is the root of everything. I mean, if you can boil down all the bullshit and you get rid of everything else, that's the thing that saves everybody.
It does.
Loving your child, loving your wife or your dog or your fucking favorite bong, whatever you're tapped into, and you feel that like, oh my God, if I lost this thing, life would suck.
Yeah.
And the more of those things that you can create, whether it's through bonds with your dog, you know, bonds with your brothers, bonds with people that you've just met that you felt like you lived an eternity with, like I've known you for 100 years, like, you know, like there's people that come into your life and you're like, holy shit, you know, like you get these goosebumps when you think about them, and then that's the energy, that's the connection. But it all boils back to having this bond of love.
Yep.
And it's something I never understood for a long time, because as a child it was always tore apart, and the love was the manipulation of who did you love more, or this or what, because they needed that status. Instead of being a connection, it was like, okay, that's who I'm more loyal to, so I say that to them. But in a relationship, it's just a decision. I have to be that way instead of this way. So unplugging that mentality 5 something years later and being like, whoa, and meeting people like yourself and, you know, mentors and brothers and people that I call fucking family, like their influence on me has created the situation to open up and say that I love this guy, you know, like I love you, brother. Like the energy that we share, dude, is incredible. And it's funny that, you know, Jake and I have this kind of relationship too. Like, even though we had like a little beef and we have disagreements, like we're still fucking connected as shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'll say something, he'd be like, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking anyways. Or I'll say something and be like, yeah, no, you know, like we're already there, dude. And to like, not to celebrate those fucking things that's death. And to share those creations and share that, I'm going to say it, my brother fucking Dennis, this our seeds of creation. Yeah. And what you've said is we all create this situation, and it's when your perception of sharing this love with other people, it comes back. Yeah. And they take it from you. They don't take it from you, but they get a little glow. It's the same feeling you get when you go out and you stand in the sun and you close your eyes and you look directly at it with your eyes closed. Yeah. You feel that warmth hit your body, and it creates, and it gets stronger and stronger. And the more people that you share that relationship with, that's how your soul feels. Yep. That's the only way I can describe it to people. And
feels good.
Yeah, it does, dude.
Feels so good.
It's easier than hating motherfuckers all the time.
Yeah,
like, oh, I'm so jealous of Andy. He's such a good looking motherfucker. Yeah. You know, he got all this great food and grows the bomb ass weed.
It smells good, don't it? Shit.
Oh shit. Dude, what's your favorite strain you're growing right now?
At the moment, Grandpa's stash is killing it.
Where is it? Let me see. You got some with you?
No, it's growing.
See? You know it's good when it ain't here.
Yeah, no, I got
That's
some.
the hype shit. Is that the hype shit? What is this big jug of blue Nana I'm looking at? What is it? Like, look at this. Show me this. The hash. You know I'm partial to the hash. Now look at this shit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hold on, turn the mics down.
Thank you.
Turn the mics down. I'm gonna open this thing up. This fucking loud. Yeah, shit. It's like drooling. Do you see the drool?
Yeah, it's nice.
You know that's fire when it drools. Nice work, dude.
Yeah, I do. I put my all into it, man. I really, it's just love, man. I'm in there breakfast, lunch, and dinner with my ladies. Like I said, I find balance in between everything for my family. It's turned into a family pharmacy. We got garden beds outside. We raised beds and cucumbers, watermelons, corn, tomatoes. Just doing little stuff and really just getting the family into it. My youngest daughter, she's 6 years old in a week from now. So,
Wow.
And she's already just in it. She loves it. She wants to go to the gardens all the time. She's around my plants. I'm educating her. I'm not hiding it. But definitely too young for all that stuff.
Right.
Outside, definitely loving it with the girls. They're loving it in the garden. So it's definitely turned into a big family thing. And rolling forward, I just want to be able to grow our own food, be able to sustain. The world's kind of going. So I'm just trying to keep everybody's spirits high. And if, the grocery prices get high, we can survive. We're good. We got a wood stove. We're all set up. We're ready to live.
That's the celebration of the things that you truly need. You need your family. You need to stay warm. You need to stay fed.
Yeah.
And everything else is materialistic. Like if you have those simple things in your life, the rest is just a blessing.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part to see through all the shit. And when we live in this swirling society, as you say, right? Like, it's easy to get not swirling. I look at it, I've been explained as energy as a vortex, right? And this is one of the teachings that I've been understanding is that, as a vortex, we create this vortex of our life, and then as we push it right back to the earth, and if we're living in this static, we're not pushing, we're not giving back, and we're just living in this. So allowing yourself to just be in that harmony of the simplest things and being thankful for them. Like I kind of was sitting in a moment, I think it was yesterday, and I just was like, I had like this tight chest, and I was like, oh my God, like I got to get to the grow. I know there's dry plants. I got to like install this thing. And then like, oh my God, I got to get this tax bill paid. And like, oh my God. And then I just heard the words, like I closed my eyes and I just heard the word stop. And I was like my subconscious or like one of the teaching was like, stop. And I was like, okay, you got a house that you're grateful for. That's why you got to pay that. Like you got this awesome facility. Like, like this, you got all these great strains. Like there's so many things. You got all these seeds you want to go there. And like, I started counting like all these little things, like, grateful for. And then by the end of it, I was like, I had myself fired up like I was going to a rock star concert, dude. You know what I mean? Like I was like, fuck yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to watch this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and just taking ourselves out of that fuzziness and being not so captivated by all the fucking advertisements, materialistic shit that we think we need, that we're so overconsumed by all of us. And just focusing on the blessing, dude, our family, our friends, and the things that keep us warm and happy, dude. So you just hit like the home run like thing in life, dude. And like everybody says, what's the secret to life? Like I've been thinking about things I could ask to people, like, is it Bigfoot or aliens, or is it what's the secret to life, or like, but the secret to life is just happiness and love, dude, right?
Everybody says, how you doing? I say, too blessed to be stressed, and it's like, how can you, I don't know, you just gotta wake up grateful, just appreciate every moment you can with your family, and, don't leave no regrets. I mean, there's nobody in the world right now that I'm upset with or have any problems with. Like, it's just, from here, I just want to, I enjoy everything, be grateful, Yeah. So.
What do you got planned for the future, dude? You said you kind of touched about this a little bit. Like, tell me, you paint the perfect world for yourself right now. Like, close your eyes and just think about your perfect world. What does that look like for you in 5, 10, 20 years?
For right now, I mean, I'm going to be working. I make sure my family's good. I'm trying to enjoy that right now. But I got a good gig right now. Decent money, doing the kitchen management stuff in the early mornings, afternoons. Coming home, doing my own garden work, kind of creating my own schedule. The living soil, as you know, in 30 gallons, I got a little, I can play, I can have fun. I just feed my soil. I'm really, it's all organic and it's simple. I do a lot of top dressing. I'm kind of not even really doing a lot of brews right now, just feeding my soil.
Yeah.
And it's showing. I mean, you go into your flower room with bad energy, I just feel like those plants know it.
Oh yeah.
You know, so they make me feel better. You know, some people think it's kind of silly the way I talk about just being in those rooms, and you can tell. You scratch the soil and your CO2 rises, and plants are happy. I mean, you really get down to it. Plants are just like us in so many ways, and for us not to understand that they sense us and we sense them, like I was talking about, some people are still living in 3D. I'm trying to get 4D right now, and I feel like that's a little 4D down there. And then that's what, when you're scratching the soil and you're looking up at these plants and you're like, wow, like the roots, and I'm dialed right in. I see way more than just the plants growing and buds. I see a lot more than that.
That's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you have like worms growing in your pots and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And you use a cover crop?
Yeah.
What is it?
Just clover and stuff.
Clover.
I mean, I'm pretty simple. I use down to earth, and I mix it up with Roots Organic and Build the Soil. I watch some of their videos, and they seem like they got something going over there. So I gave that a shot. Just fed a little bit, insect frass, earthworms, compost. Yep. Basic. Just I try not to too much. I don't do too much. Just a little here and there.
Yeah.
A little of everything.
A little bit goes a long way.
I got a big recipe,
Yeah. That's beautiful, dude. Like simplicity is beautiful. I think that's the thing that I'm so intrigued by you because you're content. A lot of people are not fucking content in this world anymore, and bravo to that, my man. Bravo to that, and like. Quitting alcohol, finding a whole new, like this happened in 2 years.
Yeah.
Dude, what a fucking time warp.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What, like, you see like people like 2 years ago and they see it and they're like, holy fuck, who's this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gotta be fun, right?
Yeah, it's pain.
Or is it hard?
Sometimes I don't even, it's kind of too much about me, all about me and my story and all that stuff.
Sure.
As we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with that.
Yeah.
I just want to keep, let's look forward and stop talking about that. But I do appreciate some people that are really proud of me. I try to understand that I can inspire others. I shy away from it sometimes, and I really don't know if I want to take on that job of therapist and like I said, sponsor and life coach. But I got a lot of younger brothers that are like, just guys I worked with. They're like my little brothers, and I see their potential, and I see little pieces of me inside some of them, and I'm just like, man, if I can just give them a couple of the cheat codes to this game, because the game's rigged.
The game is rigged.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna give them a cheat code and tell them, you got your own path. You have your own path too. That doesn't mean just because I quit drinking, I got my life together, that like that's gonna happen for you right now. Like I worked my ass off. I was, I went down and I was in a dark place for a minute, and I said, can't do this, and I got it together, and I haven't stopped, and I'm not going to. So a lot of people want me to slow down, take a break for a minute, but no, not yet.
You'll know when it's time.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, the universe will sit my ass down.
It'll sit your ass down.
Yeah, I mean, I whacked my head off something the other day. I'm like, oh no, I get it.
Slow down, boy.
Yeah, go take a seat, roll up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Yeah. But right now, I'm doing 60, 70 hours, and I'm trying to get it all in now. I mean, like I said, you don't know how much time you got left, and I got to set the family up.
Yeah. 7 days a week's a real job, dude, and most people don't understand what it takes to be a cultivator in a small boutique cultivator. I think, it's nonstop. Plants don't stop growing because it's Christmas, your birthday, you're sick. Like, shit needs to drink. It needs to drink. Like, a lot of, it's not a drip system for everything. I mean, There's a lot of alternatives, so there's going to be haters on that comment. But the reality is that not everybody has the capital to dump into it. Not everybody wants to invest every little asset. Most people want to be in their grow 2 times a day, 3 times a day. There's a lot of people that do a lot of different things, and it's what's right for you as a cultivator is the way that you should grow. And I have no preference in how I smoke cannabis as long as it tastes, how the cannabis I smoke is grown. If it's grown by true love and by cultivators that care.
Yeah.
And I've smoked bomb ass weed grown in cocoa with some salt based. And then we've smoked plenty of living soil organic, and I think it's just the intent that you put in it, and the intention that you give to people when they're looking for advice or they're in a position where they're inspired by you. I understand swerving away from it, but as we were talking about earlier, when you walk in the room and people know, they know.
Yeah.
And they want to know, and you're an approachable person, and don't take that for granted, brother.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Because you have a message, and your story is powerful, and your mindset is powerful, and the way that you're able to be content needs to be shared, bro. A lot of people take it for granted, the amount of things that they have, what they're living with, and the blessings that they really are too stressed to be. So, dude, is there anything else you want to add?
Oh man, I'm just happy to be a part of this, and
what do you want to know, Jake?
appreciate you
I don't know.
guys.
Just trying to think. I don't know.
What kind of lights you growing with?
LED.
LED. I like LED lights too.
Yeah. We got like 20 Lux, 645 Pros.
I usually ask
Couple.
people on the show. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's what my license it allows me to have, is what I grow.
Gotcha.
500 square foot.
Pound it.
Yeah, I got about 30 gallons
Yeah.
pumping like. Oh yeah.
Most
Allegedly.
memorable childhood dinger.
What was that?
The most.
Most memorable childhood bike fall.
Oh, dirt bike. XR80. Yeah, I ran right into my friend, head-on collision.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Coming around a corner, wham! I just had a flashback.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Sorry.
Hospital visit with my father. Yeah, that was a bad one.
Did you break anything?
No, I don't think I broke anything.
Never.
No. Oh, yeah, no, that was a lie. I was drunk one night and I wanted to fight with my brother-in-law. I love him to death. He said, fuck that. He picked me up, body slammed me, broke my collarbone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those are always the worst. That's why I don't ever drink.
Yeah.
Always do some stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
Get a set of lips on me. Think I'm fucking Superman when I get 3 beers of muscle in me.
I wanted to be the life of the party, girls, all that. Nah, no more.
No more.
Yeah.
That shit is not worth it, dude.
It was fun. I had a good run, but no, not the life I want to live right now.
You smoking flower or smoking hash?
I'm a flower guy.
Flower power.
Yeah.
How much weed a day you smoking?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
3 bones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big ones, little ones?
Are they? Yeah. Big.
Healthy?
Big.
You like them healthy?
Yeah. I know everybody likes the cones at home. I would just roll a big, huge one. No cone. I got no preference.
You got a favorite paper or anything?
I mean, I smoke the raws.
You like the raw papers?
Yeah.
I don't care what I smoke out of, as long as the weed tastes good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking about the bong hitters the other day, like these people. I was like, I haven't taken a fucking bong hit in
Been
years.
a minute.
Holy shit! I got enough.
I want to make a gravity bong for the show.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god, I want to puke. No gravity bongs for this. Maybe we should.
20
have a
years.
gravity bong.
20 years
Gravity
ago.
bongs?
Would you do a gravity bong if we had one right now?
I mean, I would.
Fuck yeah, we need a gravity bong, Jake.
It's been about 20 years since we used
Like
to.
an old janky one out of like a fucking 2-liter old Pepsi in a dirty bucket. So people will be like, and they just do it.
We ISO'd it.
Put a camera right on the fucking thing. So
We put GoPro in it.
We used to put one in the tub, right in the tub, like the things you put the change in, the big, huge change collector things. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
You put
death.
in the tub.
Nothing like a stale
What's
rip.
your best stoner engineer? You're of the era of stoner engineer.
He's a MacGyver smoker for sure.
I mean, I think the funniest one was Funtown. We used to go every year, and I used to get like 5 of these cups that I knew I'm going to take home and make them a bong. And nobody would know that it was a bong because I got them from Funtown.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I was young,
Were they
13,
the tall
14.
ones?
Yeah, they were like this big. And I was like, I'm going to make that a bong. Like, that was just the way I thought. It was like, Nisha, you get one, my sister. I'm like, please get one. So I take her cup after she's done with it, taking them home. Why are you taking those home with you? Why do you love them so much? I'm like, because I'm going to drill a hole, and I'm going to, make my own bong.
I used to make the same thing, like the figure 8 ones. Like they're big at the bottom and they're big in the cap.
Yeah.
I would put the fucking stem in the hose and it would go down to the bottom, and then I'd have like a little hookah rig.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, we gotta like have every like guest.
Will you make us something for our session in October?
Yeah, so we should chat about that too.
I'm all
because
about this.
We got to get him in on a chef.
Tell
and
me
doing-
more, yeah,
we got
what's
3
going
chefs.
on?
So Jake and I decided
I
that
don't even like, I'm not a chef. I don't like the titles. I don't like the titles.
Jared's not either, so.
bro,
I can cook, though.
people associate titles with skill sets.
Yeah.
You just don't cook some shit. You're a fucking chef. You know how to like blend flavors and foods and
Yeah,
By
I can do it.
definition, Doc's a hooker.
yeah.
Yeah. How much?
How
How much?
did I get to there, Jake?
I ain't got enough.
All right, so what we want to do is we think it'd be really cool because a lot of the people that watch the show,
Yeah.
we think that they would like to meet you guys. So we want to have a dinner, like a 10-show dinner. So I have all the guests come back from the 10 shows. Like one of our first guests, Jared, he's like we talked about burn ends and barbecues and shit like that. And then we've had conversations with several guests about food so far, and pancakes have come up a bunch of times. So we were gonna use we're gonna get together with Nature Summit. They were our first show. We're gonna go there and try to have like a 10-guest dinner, and then invite the public and shit like that, and have a big old smoke out. And,
Yeah, it'd be a good time.
yeah, dude. So we want to make this show more than just a conversation between us. We want to have a place where you can bring your family and have fun and meet people, and like people can come and meet you guys, even though you don't want to be an inspiration. It's too late, fucker. Sorry, you signed up. the people, like I said to you, dude. Once people get to know you, dude, they're gonna love you as much as I do, bro. Because you're reserved on this mic and in real life, and just having dinner with you.
I'm
And
a simple man.
you are a simple man.
I'm just trying to be a simple man.
You're an enlightened, simple man.
Trying to be a good man.
Yeah. So, come out.
I'll be
You
there.
got to plan something.
Yeah, I'll
bring
be
a
there.
dish or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
Fucking slam it hard, dude.
Sure.
Can you make a dish we can smoke through?
Jesus Christ, Jake, you're asking a lot back there.
No.
We'll make something happen.
See?
We're going to make
You
something
don't ask, you
happen.
never get.
We're going to make something happen. But we're going to have to eat like surf and turfs. And
I hate that stuff.
oh, you do?
No.
Okay. I don't really like doing bacon and all that stuff. I like grills,
Yo,
planchas, French tops,
yo,
450 an oven. I want the oven 450.
hot.
Yeah.
Cooking with, you ever cook with wood?
Oh yeah, we had a wood grill for a couple of years.
I like cooking with fire.
90 degrees outside in the summertime, and we have an open kitchen where I work, and we used to have to get that thing ripping, and it was hot. It was sweating all day, 50, 60 hours a week. It's fun. Pirates down there.
Gangsters.
Wild boys.
Fucking,
Drug addicts and all, just the misfits.
you got to be a
and
drug
I-
addict to work in that kind of
Wow,
environment. Holy
that's
fuck.
like another thing is like being a chef. And then you got to really manage personalities and all those crazy boys.
Yeah. Like, are you on cocaine or speed? All right, here, come on.
Yeah,
Let's go. You need a fucking nap.
Little of everything. Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah,
I worked in the cooking industry for a little while.
Yeah.
But it was like when I was younger, and I was cooking for college. So it was like shorter omelets. Fucking, it wasn't like what you do, And I did learn a lot. I learned some of the chefs that were there were good chefs. They
Yeah.
knew their shit, and
yeah.
but I was just cutting fucking carrots, cut the
Well, yeah,
tomatoes.
I mean, I'm just doing the mornings now, setting the restaurant up, kind of making sure everything's going to run smooth.
What time you go in?
I'm up at 5. I'm trying to be there by before 6. And I'm trying to turn the light on, make sure the alarms aren't going to go off.
Open the place up.
Open the place up, make sure that, I got fish counts and the orders ready to go. So, we're going to order 100 pounds of lobster.
That comes in that day.
Harbor Fish next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, right off the boats. Yeah.
You ever seen that movie Bear on Hulu? The Bear?
Everybody's talking about
Dude,
it.
you remind me of this dude.
They all, everybody at my work, and everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm gonna have
fucking
to
show.
check it out.
Yeah, it's a Italian
Yeah.
gets a fucking inherited his brother's restaurant, which is like all his old Italian family restaurant.
Yeah.
Isn't it French?
Is it? I thought it was
So,
Italian.
I think it's traditional French.
I can't remember. I thought it was Italian. I can't remember. I'm not 100% sure. It was less about the food and more about the people and the environment. And like, it goes through just like what you're saying. Get in there, open up, fucking fish, boom. The market didn't have the pork that he needs, so he had to do something else. And you gotta cook it for an extra 6 hours. What chefs go through, cooks, that's like fast paced. You're watching 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meals at a time. You're raising, cooking, like.
Yeah, it's a wild life.
It is a wild life.
It's a wild life.
I mean, you got to be on something.
But right now, you can make some money in the industry. I mean,
Everybody got to eat.
especially down in the old port, the cruise ships coming in, and these restaurants are making big money. They got to pay big money.
What's it like in the winter, Dad?
Yeah, I take the winter off.
Yeah, so it's just summer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
6 months, 4 months, 3 months,
I mean, 8.
8.
Yeah, I only take a few months off, really in that dead time, because we're still doing events for the holidays and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Get a nice little break.
Yeah, just take a little break. I mean, I'm financially set where there's a little bit of a cushion with, doing 6 jobs right now.
Yeah.
But
You made it. You got 6 jobs. You're financially stable in America.
yeah.
It's just sucky. Imagine when our parents were growing up, one person had to work
Yeah.
to make enough money for the family.
Yeah. See, I'm working hard enough so my fiance can just be home with the kids, and I get home. She's a wonderful woman. She takes care of me. I got food. I got everything I need, and I make sure she's good. And sometimes I want to go back to work. You can do whatever you want, but yeah, I make sure that my family's set. I want everybody to be good. Nobody wants for nothing, and I'll wear the same shoes for a year, and I don't buy myself really much. I don't really. At some point, I think I need to reward myself a little
Absolutely.
bit. But yeah, just making sure they're good right now. Work. I mean, it doesn't come without work. You gotta grind. A lot of people say you gotta, slow down, but I don't know.
Everyone's grind's different.
Yeah.
And it's like your grind is what you do. What mine
You gotta
is
love
mine.
it. It's
Yeah.
not really that much of a grind.
You don't have to be married into the waking up early and getting the fish market fucking opened up and getting the, your grind could be waking up dealing with stock market. Could be waking up and going out and bigging vegetables. It could be moving cattle around. It could be going to your grow. There's a million things that you could do to get your grind, and doesn't go without saying that all those things don't come without a lot of passion behind them.
Yeah.
Because you don't get out of bed every day without having a whole lot of passion behind
Yeah,
it.
you got. I mean, a lot of times I'm not motivated, but I'm disciplined. I mean, I see times at night, and I'm like, all right, I'm not tired, but I need to go to bed because I got to get up.
How the hell are you not tired?
I mean,
You're wiry. He's on fire. This
Yeah.
man's on fire.
something's got me going.
Amen.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
I feel like I've asked you all the questions that I need to ask you. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, man. Well, you know what? We'll let this run for a year, and you'll call me and say, let's do it again.
You'll be back.
You all right?
You'll be back.
Yeah, man.
We're going to come and bother you at your grow and take some pictures of your plants someday or something.
Yeah.
Come and watch you in the restaurant or something.
Yeah, we'll have you down. I'll VIP your table for sure.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, man.
Tough Talk VIP.
Yeah.
Tell them we'll do a podcast right there at the restaurant.
That'd be cool.
Ask them, see if we can do it.
They
That'd
gotta
be
run as a
fucking.
restaurant, though.
Huh?
They gotta run as a restaurant.
Yeah, the whole time. We just set up like this at one table.
Yeah.
I'll wear the headphones and everything. That'd be fucking great. That'd be great. we have like such a flow with this that this is where it started right now, and like we're always like trying to figure out like what are we gonna do next? Like what's the goal? Like how are we gonna do this? Like our goal is basically to do one thing: support the show so that we can continue to meet people like you, so that the world can continue to hear about the Uncle Andes. And why did that name happen? And what wakes this dude up every day? And why does he do these things? So, you know, one of the ways that we're able to do that now is through the support of people that follow the show, sharing the show. So if you're out there and you watch the show and you like what you've watched, please reshare it. If you like Uncle Andes, go to his page, reshare his stuff. The only way that this works and it helps everyone involved is if the people that are watching that care and love us go out and share it. And if, you know, so always, guys, please share this content. If you want to see different stuff, if you want to make recommendations of people that you'd like to see on the show, drop a comment, hit up Jake on the Instagram. Anything you guys want to do, we're down for it. We're always looking for great guests. We're always looking for good conversation. So thanks for coming on the show, bro. And
thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, it's really good to chat with you, and I know that you're going to be in our lives for a long time, so it's going to be really fun to watch the metamorphosis and have you come back in and say, oh, this is the new crazy shit I'm working on. So you're content now, but I know that there's a fire in there, so we'll see what happens, brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Love you, brother.
You too. Love you.